Welcome WBSU Bulldog Nation Radio and Podcast World from the campus of Bowie State University. I'm your host, Erica Bryant.
I'm Modest Jensen.
Skylar Krishansky.
And Sydney Handley.
And today we're discussing intellectual health with Pretty Real, Pretty Mindful. Yes. I want to thank you guys for coming out today and thanking my live guests and audience. Yes, we're here. Okay, so my first question to you guys is, what is intellectual health?
I would say intellectual health is the wellness of your mind and sort of just keeping that healthy and whatever that means to you in whatever way that works for you.
I would say it's of the utmost importance of the dimensions, being that it is our ongoing pursuit of being open-minded and just really connecting with our inner selves.
To me, intellectual health is constantly searching out for knowledge, as well as trying to keep inner peace and making your mind at ease at all times.
Okay, routine. So one of my main questions I really want to get into is, how do you guys take care of your intellectual health? Because I know I personally have issues with that. So what do you guys personally like to do to help with that?
I know when I'm overwhelmed, I really just need a moment to myself. Like, if there's a lot of stuff on my mind, I do best when I take time to sort of organize like the thoughts in my head, because it can get a lot. And then other than that, I would just say like calming activities. I like doing my nails. That brings me peace. And also, like, I would say a nice shower can get me calmed down.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely say nature. Nature is one of my really big things. Nature everything. Nature walks, animals, stuff like that. Like, just really connecting with not just your body, but your outside factors too. Like, becoming one with nature. It makes me feel really rejuvenated and, like, brings me back to earth.
Yes, feeding the cats on campus.
Yes.
To feed cats on campus, y'all.
I know for me, I like reading and taking time for myself, whether that be taking a nap or, quiet time by myself.
Okay. I like to shower, y'all, and I like to eat. I don't know if it really helped with my mental health, but when I have a lot on my mind, I love to eat. I just sit in bed and just eat when I don't have practice. Yes, I love Qdoba. Qdoba is definitely better than Chipotle. Oh, I need to get on that. Not too much. Qdoba is better than Chipotle. Okay, so the next question is, have you guys ever experienced a mental blockage? And if so, how do you guys personally deal with that?
Most definitely. I have faced many mental blocks. I would say, just going off of the answer that I said before, taking time to myself, because I can get like really stressed, and I've noticed that over the years. Like back in high school, I was like really overwhelmed about this one physics test, and just like that teacher was not good to me. And like my throat closed up, and that's happened like a lot more recently. So I do want to figure out, I guess, a more effective way as to how I can deal with that. But as of right now, I sort of just take time to myself and like think my thoughts out.
I feel like absolutely, like, just those mental blocks, just being in BSA, like, just the pressures of college and getting a taste of what, like, the next 4 years is about to look like. It definitely has given me, like, those times where I'm like, do I want to go through with this? I feel like what helps me with that, though, is just, like, kind of going back to nature, like, just recentering myself and remembering, like, what my goals are. Why am I here in the first place? I worked too hard to get here just to leave it all behind or like fail. Like, I just can't do that.
Hey, Sydney.
Yeah, it's like, I know whenever I get a mental block, it's my body telling me that I need to take a break and I need to focus on something else for a little bit in order to rewire and calm down.
Yeah, I really need to take in, go deeper into what Skylar had to say. Remembering my why. I kind of have an issue with that sometimes, with all the activities that I do, because, it can get stressful, all the practices, you're not really able to be involved with all school campus activities, and you always will have something to do. So really definitely getting into remembering my why, and then to go into what Sydney said, listening to my body, girl, because listen,
it'll tell you just gotta listen.
It's really all a mind thing. But me personally, I really like to decline my mind. My mind could be telling me one thing, my body could tell me one thing, and I would just say negative. I'm gonna go against it. So that's one thing that I would really try to take in, especially as being a freshman in college and everything. So I'm gonna really try to utilize that for all my 4 years. So.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, how do you guys handle mental/intellectual disagreements?
Are we saying healthy or unhealthy ways?
Let's start with unhealthy, and then we could probably shift into the positivity.
Unhealthy ways, I probably like give in to the foolishness, like just kind of, going back and forth and letting like people get the best of me. I feel like that's really unhealthy, especially in my eyes, because I know where I can take it. So just unhealthily, I don't do it much, but like that's definitely how I would do it in an unhealthy way.
Okay, what do you think about this?
Well, when you say mental disagreement, you mean just like my internal dialogue? Like
Yeah,
when
so let's say the mind is telling you one thing. Your head is telling you, don't go to that party. Everybody else around you, let's all go to the party. We're gonna have fun. So what helps you really figure out what's best for you to do? Because you may tell yourself one thing and somebody else may be telling you another thing. Like you're having that mental disagreement. So how would you handle that?
I mean, once again, it's always time to myself with me. Like that's very important to me, because I wouldn't say like external influences don't really affect me that much. Like I've always been a person to just like say no if I don't like if I don't care for anything. But sometimes I will say there are moments when I'm debating myself, like the pros and cons of a situation. And I would say just that I'm a very like logical thinker. Sometimes even just like writing out like the reasons as to why or why not I want to like do something, that helps me.
Okay. What do you think, Sydney?
I know deep down it may seem, or for me at least, I like pushing stuff down, and it's like I'll deal with this later. I'll deal with this later.
You're an avoider. You like to avoid things,
right? And the later never comes.
Right. It's like you gotta tackle it now.
Yep, and I know, like, for me, I like the avoiding. Along with that, I'll complain. Like, I'll sit here and I'll complain to everybody else about my problems. I will
never
not
get to
solve
do
them.
it.
Yes,
that's where I complain about the same thing over and over again, just to talk about it.
right.
Like, why don't you just get it done? Because I really don't want to.
Yeah.
It's like when you stay up all night, like you wake up and why did I do that to
Yes,
myself?
like, I'm tired and I didn't get to do this. Like, okay, so
and
why
then
did
you
go to
repeat it
sleep?
the next
Right.
night.
Yes, and everyone
Like it's not
always
on
asks,
you.
right? Everyone always asks, so why didn't you just go to sleep? Because I didn't want to. You're supposed to listen to me, obviously. So this is a really big one. How do you think social media impacts your intellectual health? Sorry, I had a brain fart right there.
I want to say it's different for everybody. There's definitely positive and negative ways that social media can affect a person's intellectual health. For me, I want to say it's I find a lot of inspiration from social media. I don't have TikTok, so it's mainly just Instagram. And I'm very conscious of whenever like I do start to think negatively, like in the moment if I'm on social media. And I don't mean just like, oh, I've been on this for a while. I mean like the posts actually have me like thinking about something else. I'm very conscious of that. And I sort of know when to stop, but yeah, it can affect me afterwards too.
Okay. Skylar?
I think body image is a big one for me. Like, society has like these standards now and they're so strict, like, oh, you have to look a certain way to be pretty or something like that. And I just feel like, yeah, I know inside that, like I don't have to believe that, and that a lot of people don't believe that, but the way that it is portrayed on social media, it's like it's a necessity. It's like it's something that you have to follow. It's a guideline, like. And so I think that really gets to me, like just body image and like comparing myself to people who've got surgery done and just stuff like that.
Okay, Sydney?
It's like Amada said, there are the ups and downs of social media. I know I try to be as positive as possible on social media. If it's getting too negative, I'll go watch cooking videos or cat videos, or at least something to make me feel better and not dwell on like the negative things.
Okay, so me personally, I mean, you guys already know I talk about it all the time, but I am a dancer, so social media definitely has its pros and its cons. Like, you could probably see a dancer who trained in Russia and they have the best feet, best turnout. It's like, girl, I need that turnout, because we're not doing that here in America.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's the times where we start with the comparison, and it's like, I do not look like that one, or this one is this, or she's smaller, or she's bigger. Don't get me wrong, now there's plus size dancers out here now. Like, they're not fooling nobody, child. They just as a small one. So just asking about the mental health question with social media, I know we already kind of spoke on it, but as a female, do you ever really find yourself comparing yourself to each other on social media? Like, how do you guys handle that? I know, Amaris, you said it has its pros and cons, and you don't really get affected, but how do you really? Oh,
well,
no, not
I mean,
really.
that makes me sound like so like I have it all down.
No,
I definitely don't
it
have
makes
it.
you sound confident, and that's okay. Like, you may not be effective, but you never know.
I think that came with time. Like, I used to have TikTok, but then I deleted it. I don't even know how many years ago, but or maybe like a year or two. I would say with TikTok, with what Skylar was saying, like, I would compare myself to what I was seeing online. So that definitely has affected me, but I think just over time, especially deleting the app, it's gotten better.
I feel like, not to speak so negatively of it, but like, you know, on TikTok there are like little groups and stuff where it'll motivate you to go to the gym or, you know, live a healthier lifestyle. However, like, it's still that, you know, that cloud over you that is like, but they look better than me. So I feel like that's one of my biggest things, just body image all the time. Not even on just social media, just everywhere.
Everyday living.
Yeah.
I know it's like, for me, it's always like, oh, they have that or they have that. It's like, ooh, should I spend my money on this? Like, do I really need to be getting another shirt, like getting more shoes? It's like, no.
Right.
Okay. So going in, thinking about the whole social media thing or the everyday living, what strategies do you guys use to protect yourself online and just every day for your mental health?
I want to say knowing my limits. I have used like screen time before because social media can be addicting. Like, you can get lost for sure. But yeah, I would say limiting myself when I know it's getting too much, like I said before. Sorry. Yeah, just limiting myself, knowing when it's getting too much for me. That can help. And also just like, there's a not interested button. Like, you can always, I don't know, you can sort of curate your For You page to what you want to see.
Right. I would say a strategy that helps me is just like not just stepping away from my whole phone. Like, I feel like if I'm not going to see it one place, I'm going to see it another. So like, just stepping away from my phone. Obviously I need it for my, you know, day-to-day life, but like, just taking a second to like, okay, like, let me put my phone down, let me go take a walk in nature.
Yeah, let's go take a break.
Yes. And just like, you know, real life interactions. I feel like that is one thing that helps me with the mindless scrolling and all of that.
It's piggybacking off of what Skylar said is like, yeah, I will put my phone down. Now I won't go on a walk, but I will go to bed and
Take
deal
a quick
with it
little
with,
nap.
Yep.
Deal with it in the morning. Like Amada said, them block buttons, girl, I'm telling you. You ever go on Instagram and they have those weird AI videos?
Bro,
and
yes,
they
with
just
the
look,
eggs and
yes, and like the weird like holes and the animals and stuff. Like, I cannot. I block and report all of them. So I think that's how I would do it. I block and report pages. Simple. That's very much how I do
Get
it.
it out
to the
the
point,
way.
really to the point.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's just, it's unnecessary. But to really go deeper into the whole online aspect, I think I'll only use social media when I need to use social media, because sometimes I'll just look anything up just because, like, if I'm hungry, what's around me? Because TikTok, I'm telling you, like, I'm also know you say you don't have TikTok, but I'm telling you, they give you all the food spots.
Yeah.
around.
The little hidden gems.
Yes, and they be so good.
I know you said before, like, you use it like Google or whatever.
Yes, I use TikTok
When I had
for
it,
Google.
yeah, I used it like that too. It was definitely very helpful because I feel like it's like Google gives you sort of like everything. It's like a smarter way of like doing stuff, but TikTok is like real, you know?
Yes, when you're a visual learner, you go on TikTok, I'll have here's 5 spots here. I'm telling you, no, because that's how I learned about milk and honey here. Have you ever had milk and honey before? I love milk and honey. I've only had it twice, but for the 2 times I've been here in Bowie, I'm going to milk and honey because milk and honey is too good. So make sure y'all go try their what is it? Their Biscoff waffles and fries, not fries, fried chicken. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, putting y'all on. It's real good. Y'all looking crazy. I'm telling y'all. Okay, to the next question. How much time do you guys think you spend per time on social media, and do you find it addicting?
Sydney?
I spend a lot more time than I need to be on social media. I
Don't we
know,
all?
but I know as sometimes it could be a little addicting, and other times it's like, get this away from me, get it out of my face. I can't deal with this no more.
Okay, Skylar.
I feel like, piggybacking off what she said, like, it is very addicting. There are times when I just find myself scrolling for hours, and I'm like, I lay down at 8 o'clock at night, and I'm scrolling. Now it's 3 a.m., and I have school in the morning.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just one of my biggest things. Just like, yeah, it is really addicting, and it's an addiction that needs to stop.
I agree with my time limits. You know, I tried stopping myself, but I couldn't. I do spend a lot of hours on social media though. Yeah.
Okay, me personally, the social media, it definitely takes a toll on me. It could definitely be addicting, but are there any last statements from anyone?
I would just say, like, just put your mental health first. Know your limits, and find what works best for you.
Sydney.
Yeah, it's like reminder to always take time for yourself, and decompress, and take care of your mind.
I definitely agree with what they said. Know your limits. And at the end of the day, social media is a tool. It depends on how you use it. It can be good or bad based on what you do with it.
Okay. Me personally, I would say take your time, take everything slow, take it a day at a time. And this was WBSU Bulldog Nation radio station here with Pretty Real, Pretty Mindful. Thank you guys.
Thank you.